Wonder Project J is about emotion. Pino is a young robot who, through the player's guidance, must learn to interact with the world around him. Like a child, he is easily frustrated, especially when tired. He will throw tantrums, he will lash out violently, he will kick, scream, and cry. He will also learn to love. Pino sings when he is happy. He will skip down steps with a playful joyousness. He literally floats on air. Throughout the game, we, as the players, are strapped into Pino's emotional roller coaster. We are frustrated when he's cranky and uncooperative, because our control over the game has been momentarily revoked. We beam at his childish exuberance, because his happiness is infectious. We laugh at his failures, and cheer with his successes. And it is by the light of Pino's innocence that humanity's uglier emotions are illuminated. Pino is a mechanized child that, like Pinocchio, sets off on a series of misadventures to learn what it means to be a real boy. Hint, it's the capacity for love. In each of the game's 8 acts, Pino will develop a love of something, whether it be a love for adventure, nature, sports, or even love for another person. It is Pino's ability to love that ultimately makes him more human than the squishy meat people of his homeland. So a bit of a backstory. Pino lives on the island of Corlo, which is inhabited by both humans and the robotic Akujin. I believe this to be a play on words, as Akujin sounds a lot like Gaijin, the Japanese word for foreigner or outsider. See, the humans are, with few exceptions, fearful of the Akujin, a fear which soon manifests, as fear often does, as hatred and prejudice. These mechanical organisms live in complete segregation from the human population. But despite being Gaijin himself, Pino doesn't look like an outsider. He moves freely among the humans, and ultimately it's his love that acts as the catalyst to change within their hearts. Wonder Project J happens to be one of the few titles to utilize the SNES mouse, a peripheral that in the US was primarily used to make terrible animations and murder virtual insects. In this game, however, it is used to direct Tinker, the interface robot responsible for giving Pino his commands. As the player, you never directly control Pino himself. He's not your avatar, he's your responsibility. Through the use of positive and negative reinforcement, you will teach him how to appropriately, or inappropriately, interact with the world around him. Whenever you click on an object, if Pino acts the way you want him to, praise him. If he doesn't, scold him. Eventually, he should adopt the wanted behavior. If he doesn't cooperate, he might be tired, low on health, or underleveled. As Pino's caregiver, you have to keep him healthy and well-rested. You're also responsible for his education, so provide him with plenty of books to read and give him ample exercise. As mentioned earlier, the game is divided into 8 acts, each of which is divided into 2 types of stages, interactive and passive. During the interactive segments, you will get to boss Pino around and manage his stats. Pino's stats are color-coded to their governing parameters, as represented by these colored orbs at the top of the screen. Whenever Pino performs an action, or interacts with an object, 1 or more of these orbs flash. This indicates that Pino's stats have changed, for better or worse. Training Pino is a juggling act. Some stats are contradictory and become pointless when maximized together. For example, an extremely kind yet aggressive Pino has absolutely no idea what to do with a sword. Once satisfied with Pino's current behavior, you send him off on the passive puzzle portions of the game, whereas you sit back and watch the action unfold. If you've done your job correctly, Pino will successfully surmount any obstacles thrown his way. If he's unprepared, well, hilarity ensues, and you'll usually be given the chance to train and try again. Wonder Project J isn't always the most exciting experience. While the cutscenes are legitimately entertaining to watch, especially when Pino screws up, they can be long. Really long. Oh boy, are the duels long. Mercy on your patience if Pino's health is too low and he has to fight someone, or something. And training the kid is often a tediously repetitive endeavor. But I also feel that Project J isn't the type of game that you're really meant to play in a hurry. Either you're the type of person that's going to be absolutely smitten by Pino and delight in his expressive animation, or you're not. Maybe what whatever Wonder Project J is, maybe it's not for everyone. I mean, I really hate to pigeonhole it into a single genre. It's a life sim with an adventurous slant that often feels more like an interactive movie than a traditional video game. But really, above all else, it's an adorable experience with a lot of heart.